Howdy folks, it's Dirty Dungeon here. I have had a pretty high fever for the past couple days, that's why I didn't upload anything, but I am back making a recovery. We are playing on a large map. We are playing the Enchanter, of course. As we go through it, we're going to do kind of an overview at the end. We'll talk about the faction throughout it, though, and talk about what we think is good, bad, all that business. We're going to go with a hot pink, I think, for this one. That's what I'm feeling. Change around some of the other colors. God, we keep changing it to colors that are already in the thing. Don't want you to be that color. You can be this poopy green. There we go. The Enchanter is a pretty interesting faction. Imagine Beauty and the Beast, in my mind. The person, whoever it was, who made the candlestick, the wardrobe, all that business is essentially, in my mind, what the Enchanter is. He starts in a crystal tower. That's not super notable. We mostly use iron and gold, and our rituals are time-consuming. That's absolutely true. We are a slow faction. But again, our cost is cheap, so you have to consider that as well. Now, the Enchanter has a lot of resistances. Our casters are buffers. We'll talk more about that in a second. But if you have any name suggestions, don't forget to put them in the comments below for our enchanters. We're going to start with Hans, the artist, because most people in Elysium see our wonderful enchanter as this paragon of building. He's a builder. No, we are an artist. We make art. We animate beings for art. Okay, here's our start here. You're always going to start with 2 coal mines, which means 1 gold and 1 production from each. Start with the crystal tower, so you get a decent amount of resources in the beginning. Here we have our second level enchanter. They start with a variety of spells here. You'll get some hit points here with 5. It's not crazy high, but it's okay. You'll stay alive maybe versus a bow shot, so you don't have to worry so much, but you do have to worry. You don't want them in melee. They have 8 magic resistance. They do have a cool hammer if they do get into melee. Again, unless you have a bunch of magic items, I would not suggest that. These guys can self-buff, though, so they could potentially, like, go into a battle on their own, buff themselves with everything crazy, have a bunch of magic items, and go tank out. Although, you have other stuff that could do that as well. But can't do this part, but they can do the magic item thing pretty well. You have enchantment level 2 spells, which are going to give you things like fire resistance, lightning resistance. They're going to give you strength buffs, armor buffs. You have sleep as pretty much your only offensive-esque spell. You have a whole bunch of stuff here. You have resistance, damage resistance spells, which means you're going to half damage on certain damage types. Things like that. What we have. Let's check our other guy here. Ooh, create flesh golem. Toughness and luck. Ooh, you also have luck and some of the higher levels of that, fortune, things like that. We're going to cast our first ritual, strangely enough. Let's talk about it. Flesh golem. These guys are pretty tanky. They're one of the level 1 summons you get. You can upgrade them later, and we'll talk about why you might want to in a second as we get to their damage. They have high hit points at 26, low magic resistance at 4, 0 armor. They rank towards the front. They look like a Solus, but don't be confused. They don't have the clumsy tag. They have complete shock resistance, which means they're good against like the air warlock. They have poison resistance. This is a big theme in our faction. The witch in particular is going to really suffer against anything we create. And it's actually good to have a witch in a game because she gives you a lot of access to clay golems. Similarly, we have sleep immunity and charm immunity. Big theme of our faction to have these as well. The witch hates us. We counter the witch in like every possible way. I don't know how a witch would defeat a high-level warlock. It'd be pretty tough. We have so many counters to her. But we also have mindless and lifeless. This is a big theme of the nation. Most of your creations are going to have mindless and lifeless, which means that, all these charm tags come with the mindless. Also, they can't be feared. We have lifeless, which means we're immune to certain spells like life drain. Which means like a vampire can't life drain these guys, which is pretty good. Let's actually... Can we hit this button again? Nope, no corpses. That's fine. Just a little bit of loss of action economy. We're going to take our main guy, I think, with Enchanted Sleep, put the strength on him. These guys are actually going to do a lot of damage because they're all going to get strength buffs. And we're going to run him out here to take his first action. We'll see what we see. Not seeing anything here. I want to get rid of these boars so they don't run over our coal mines. We have the basic independent troops as well. We start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, 10 swordsmen, which are, you know, they have armor and a shield. They're okay. They have a broadsword. They'll do some damage. I generally don't recruit a ton of these guys. I generally stick with a lot more of my creations. They're good in a pinch if you have a lot of gold because you're slow to recruit your other stuff. It takes a lot of action points. You saw our Flesh Golem took 2. That's actually pretty low for the factions rituals. But you're going to want to supplement here and there with these troops. We've talked about independence in other overviews and faction run-throughs before. So we're just going to go kill some boars. No losses. Again, we're all getting these strength buffs, so we're going to explode pretty heavily on our damage. Those are particularly good on the Flesh Golem. But one problem with that Flesh Golem is that if those boars were armored, this is a soft weapon, which means that they're not going to do a lot of damage because armor counts as double, which means something with 2 armor would have 4. There's an upgrade for these guys that make them a lot better. It costs 10 production, and you have to get to it at 2nd level. At some point, we'll get that. Unfortunately, we see a little dragon here. We don't want to fight him yet, but he might run over our stuff. Oh, God. These things are notorious for being able to kill your early armies, but they usually stick to their swamps when they're in them, so that is the hope. We're going to head north. Okay, we see some mountains, which could be promising. We'll kill these wolves, just overrun them. Doesn't look like it's actually promising. Back here, we're going to want to start using this guy. We're going to try and get him some rituals. He got Animate Armor. Okay. And a couple other things that we'll talk about as they cast them. I'm not a super big fan of the Mimic, but... Okay, we'll kill these deer. Oh my god, this is a weird start. We see there's a Pyromancer in here, which we're kind of unable to deal with. That magic item would be really nice. If we were an assassin faction, like the Brigand, like the Prince of Thieves that I just played, this would be... Ooh, this would be juicy, because you could probably kill him before he gets the air elemental off. Back here, we have a choice to make. I think we're going to choose to get another spell, and we got Animate Bow. We could cast this now, or wait out for Animate Armor. Animate Armor will allow us to get another expansion party go. Animate Bow will allow us to defend our base. Our base doesn't look like it's in trouble, so we're going to go with Animate Armor. I don't see anything big coming around besides that dragon, and they tend to stick in particular areas. A Markgraf was killed by a senator. Not surprised about that. The Markgraf does not have the troops to deal with the senator at the beginning. Okay, this is really good because this lake is going to freeze, and we're going to get an ice golem in the future. I'm looking forward to that. Unfortunately, and fortunately, it looks like we're a little away from the action here in terms of our starting location. That does mean good things as well, though, as we cast Animate Armor, because we're safer and we have access to a lot of resources around us that we're going to need to spawn in big armies, but we don't have the gold in the production to get those big armies. We can also do things like our Animate Tools soon, which will let us upgrade these. I probably would have stuck around if I knew we were just going to be basically wandering empty terrain here. But we had cast Animate Armor. It gives us a living suit of armor. Again, poison, sleep, and charm immunity. It never heals, which means it's never going to heal the damage it takes, which, Pierce resistance, mindless. It has 10 HP, 5 magic resistance, 3 armor. So good armor. It's got fire resistance, cold resistance, and shock resistance. Shock resistance only being 50. So this thing's good versus the Warlock again. It'll do a lot. And if the Warlock has actual troops as well, they can go toe-to-toe. It has a 9 damage D9 damage sweep attack, which means it's going to carry on to the next person, whatever damage is left over. So this guy can do some pretty brutal attacks. Main thing is they have survivability and better armor than a lot of your stuff. And those high resistances can mean that they are going to be good, particularly against some things. Like we could send army of those against the Pyromancer and do pretty well. We're going to take this stuff to get some gold. Ooh, I want this. I want that pretty badly. But we're, again, going to kind of have to chill back here. We might start doing some bows. Then we can run around and grab flesh golems. Perhaps is an option. We could also save up for another enchanter, but that's a little greedy. I want to get some tools on my coal mine because they increase the amount of money you get. We'll talk about that when it happens as well. We can't take Mistport yet. We don't have the comeuppance to do it. We don't start with really enough archers to get things done too well. I'm hoping this is a faction we're good against. Enchanter's Apprentice that we can't afford. Sad. Ooh. Okay, the Barbarians, and their base is kind of empty. A Warrior Totem probably just means buffing. It could be promising. We're going to save our resources. See if we can get this Barbarian out of the game. Now, he has some archers, and we're stuck here this turn. We could just sleep them, though, and then Herculean soldiers mean we're really going to wreck this totem. I can't remember the warrior totem spells. But getting the barbarian out of the game would be very, very good. And it's right next to an iron mine. We're going to give it a shot. Okay, let's hope this isn't a mistake. Okay, Spirit of Fortitude and Strength. Not a concern at all. Except for the buffs he's going to put on these guys, which means more losses. We took one loss so far. We got a lot of damage down. But now that it's just the totem, it has nothing it can do. Oh, that was beautiful. Okay, that's pretty clean. We took some wounds. What do we get here? Lost an eye. Debilitating. This guy got hit. That's very good. Hopefully this will kick the barbarian out of the game. I have no idea if he's taken something. Either way, it's a big loss. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, that kills the barbarian. The Baron was killed by a High Priestess. You don't have to worry as much about the High Priestess because she doesn't destroy our resources that we desperately need. And now we're looking pretty good. We're starting to get plenty of iron. We have some golds going on here. Let's see if the barbarian had taken anything else. Doesn't really look like it. Do we want to heal before we go take this? And we'll probably be okay. Oh, misclicked. Okay, we will heal. That's actually our new choice, is to heal. I want to get another army going around. Another thing we need to do is get our tools going, but we got like every spell besides it. Or I should say ritual, I should be specific. We'll go into that coal mine. We're getting ready to cast our tool things that are going to increase our income. It's a little greedy, but we can afford to do it right now because we don't see another faction. Still a little bit of a gamble. Okay, we upgraded and got the ritual. Okay, let's take a look at the tools. The tools will increase your gold in production by 1 on the tile. That's only if the gold in production is present here. So you have to see those gold tiles here. It can do up to 4 of each on an iron mine. It can only double on a coal mine. So you can only do 2 gold, 2 iron. Or 2 production, I should say. And that's what it does. As a unit, that's what these tags mean. It can't go past that max. I'll just show you guys the ritual real quick. So if you want to read it, you can. Increase the gold and iron output from the settlement. They can't leave here. They have 4 HP, 5 magic resistance, 3 armor. Those aren't bad. They have all the tags we talked about before. We're not going to go over this. Besides, they have stationary, and they're actually not floating. They're flying, funnily enough. So that's kind of funny, but not too big of a difference. They have a lot of attacks, and with that armor, it means they could take out like a snake, maybe, or 2. Maybe a serpent. It'll do a little bit of base defense, but we're going to go to this coal mine and do that. We're going to move our other enchanter forward and maybe go sit him on the barbarian encampment. That's a choice we can make. I don't think we'll lose anything here. These levies are particularly bad. We took a hit, but we did not lose any troops. Doing pretty good. Now we're going to go take this other coastal hamlet. We need to get some more troops in this army, though. which could mean we invest in trying to get flesh golems. That's an option. Those build up a decent amount of HP and will usually at least scare off the AI. Okay, we're going to move towards this and upgrade this coal mine. Start really getting our economy online. Shields up, weapons online. Okay. There we go. Then we might run back, or we could try getting some flesh golems and see if there are any dead on the coal mine. One of the problems you do run into... Oh, great, another iron mine. This is really valuable for us early. You run into a problem that you can't see the undead because you don't have sense dead on your stuff. Which is, you kind of just have to guess or know where things are. Oh my... I feel like the fates are tempting me to continue to find these iron mines. My god, 3 iron mines. That's really good. And we can upgrade these and get 4 gold and 4 iron from each if we put those tools on them, which I think is a definite must at this point. So our animator tools, our little guy back here, will not make troops and instead go do that. A Markgraf has been killed by a Priest King. I'm not shocked. Oh god, there's a dragon. Okay, run away from the dragon. Please get away. Dragon, please go to the swamps. Okay, we're going to have to take these things out, and that's going to be tough. We have nothing to deal with the Creeping Doom. Killing the dragon shouldn't be insane. We could start animating tools with this guy. We have a lot of gold reserves. I want to start making wooden soldiers. Those are easy to produce for us, so I think we'll choose to do that instead. The dragon has stayed away. I don't know where he went, but I'm okay with that. Of course, I'm okay with that. We'll go down to this barbarian encampment. We can't make these things here because it has to be in a fortified citadel. So we need to capture something here that's fortified soon. But that's okay. I want to focus on getting some swamp stuff and tree creatures. Which we're going to do. We're going to create a wood golem. Talk about that in a second. One thing I do want to do is when an enchanter comes up, I want to recruit him back here and start running around with... start building up regular armies of dancing spears and things like it, and the bows we get access to. The Wood Golem, 67 HP, 5 magic resistance, 1 armor. They have mindless and lifeless again, which is pretty good. The one unique thing beyond all these tags, which is the poison resistance, never heals, etc., is that they are fire vulnerable, and they have blunt resistance and pierce resistance, which means physical attacks are actually pretty bad except for slashing because they're wood. Thematically very cool, right? Because you imagine how do you deal with a big wood construct? Well, you chop it with an axe, or I guess a sword, although... we should talk to Elwinter about how swords are actually really impractical to chop wood with. You will break the hell out of your sword if you do so. An axe, totally. You could chop one of these things up with an axe, but... Swords are not meant to slash against a tree. You will dull the blade very easily, and perhaps even break it if you hit it enough times. But you don't want to do that. It's not super practical to hit these things with the sword. But it works in Conquest, which I understand. That'd probably be going too far to make a new special tag for it, but that is the truth of the matter. But they're also fire vulnerable, so they'll burn a lot. This isn't soft like these guys, but it's a big old fist attack with plus 11 to that maximum, so it'll explode and do a lot of damage because it's only chance of doing 1-to-1, meaning it'll explode quite often and actually do that total. We're gonna go get an army of wood golems, just prepare ourselves in case we get into some trouble. We're gonna start upgrading meanwhile, and then get the stuff necessary to go take Missport. Maybe grab some archers here as well. Oh goody, our favorite villain, a witch. That's actually perfect. Oh my goodness, I love this start right now. I love it. It's a little slow, but we are a slow faction. A flesh golem. Oh shit, I meant to do tools. Well, we'll go grab that flesh golem. It's nice to have. Okay, let's make some tools. It's good to do this in the winter, save action economy. And we have the Priest King to our south. We do not do great against the Priest King because they have some fire abilities. They have a level 2 Death Priest already. Ooh. spooky. Let's get another wood golem, just building up this army. We're going to grab some archers here. We'll get regular archers because we don't see any heavy stuff coming in. We'll get another tools here. See what the Death Priest guy does. He's coming kind of in our direction. We will choose to continue to build up, though. We thrive as a build-up faction. We do want to be a little careful they don't start taking our iron mines and things like it. We'll get this. We don't really want to grab the archers here. Might nab some spearmen just to sure out a little bit these guys. We need that Enchanter's Apprentice. We need our apprentice. Ooh, an ancient forest. These are useful later. That nymph won't do a lot against our mindless things, but there are some human troops in this army, so we won't kill it now. We will save that nymph for later. I'm a little scared the Death Priest comes on us while we're building our tools. We'll take a little bit of a risk. Oh god, okay. We need to get out of here. We need to get out of here. There's a lot of the Priest King. We take out a lot of his little troops pretty easily. We really need to start getting more things going here. In terms of troops, we need another Enchanter desperately to start building up armies here. Let's animate a flesh golem while we're here, and then we'll get out next turn. I think we'll be fine this one. They're gonna grab our iron mine, start coming in, but we can get out now. Run away. Okay, yeah, we're killing this. I'm a little afraid of what death spells he might have, but killing that thing would be very clutch. Ooh, and he just fought a battle. But we're a little behind on the AP because we're going to have to run through some stuff. A scout? Don't mind if I do. Could go through the hills. We'll go right here, avoiding our tile for now. Do we want to do anything else? Hell, let's create some flesh golems. We killed some stuff here. Oh, that's it. It's all the bodies. We'll let the witch take off a little bit. It looks like we're not killing the Death Priest, but the small stack. They have nothing in this small stack. This is just a waste of their resource, their time mostly, because these things take time to recruit. They don't cost gold, and gold for a couple of units here. So they're going to lose some gold on these guys. Don't know how much exactly. They usually cost as much as some commanders do in the game. Okay, we're going to move up with some archers in the anticipation to give them to this army, along with most of our stuff. I'll be a little sad if the witch comes at us now, but we have all the tools we need to deal with her for the most part, so. Until she gets her undead, but. So none of these have armor, so most of our flesh golems will thunk through them. These guys will just wreck them. We took a little bit of damage, but we have extra strength, so we just thunked through this army. No problem. They're coming near us with that death guy. I'm a little sad he seems so confident that he can come take us. I think he's wrong, of course. Let's bring our archers up. We left our scout on accident. Whoops. We have another scout available to recruit. We'll buy that scout as well. When you get an opportunity, you might as well take it. Let's create a flesh golem here. And then actually, since all this army is here, this guy can stay behind. Don't really need him for this. And Hans, the artist, can kill, not gonna pronounce it, the Priest of Death. Priest of the Dead. Hopefully he doesn't have decay or anything like that. Oh god, there's one of these things. Dear Lord. Okay, thank god it doesn't have regeneration. Oh, okay. Nothing too bad here. Words of power. Weakness. We'll strength buff our guys, so that's basically gone. The moonbeams might hurt. I'm worried about them casting it on something important. But our wood golems will get through this relatively quickly. This guy will just destroy these undead. He'll sweep through them, probably. As long as he doesn't moonbeams our Enchanter, I think we're pretty good here. Because we're going to get up to this guy and wreck him. Oh, he's got harm. On one of our archers. Some more moonbeams. Starting to hit this guy. And this is actually super costly. Those guys cost like 125 sacrifices. And then he's dead. Oh my god. We killed the Priest King. Hey, look at that. And that means we get a free port. And it is not the month for Priest Kings, because the High Priestess has just killed the other one. Oh my goodness. Looks like we're going to be fighting a High Priestess, because she seems to be doing well, unless she's really high attrition right now. Well, one thing to do here is to start creating flesh golems. We could start creating mimics, too, in our settlements. Show those off. I'm not super enthused about the mimics. We'll let this guy get some more build-up down here. We're going to go try and scavenge some Priest King lands while we can. Hopefully there's nothing too crazy that was next to us. That was a pretty valuable kill, but we'll go scavenge what we can out of it. We'll just create a small little patrol force with him. Create some archers here for defense. I don't want the witch to go too far south, so we want to keep an eye on her and make sure we're not going too far out of the way. All this stuff is probably going to get taken, except for they might not go in that coal mine. The Sea Dogs and the Kraken will likely attack this coastal settlement almost right after we take it, but not getting a lot of our... Okay, we want to take this back, actually. So we're going to go take this and start getting more of our animated tools. They've taken that port. It might be time to go on the offensive against the witch. We do have plenty of swamps down here, and I don't want her getting her immortality and her undead spells. So we don't want her taking off too far. And all her stuff is poison resistant, so she's going to be really sad. And then she's going to just be like, what am I going to charm? She could potentially charm our commander if he gets ranged too close, which would be a very sad outcome for us. Okay, well, let's take this for this turn. How close are we to winter? Early spring. We're not close enough. I want to get an ice golem, is what I really want right now. That would be cool to get. Scouts? Okay, we'll anticipate needing a scout at some point. Oh, shit. Do they have a bless on them? No, okay. There's no big L stuff going on. Oh, God. You'll see why that changes the stakes here in a second. We might actually do something much different than try and get an ice golem or build up more wood golems. So we have a big reserve of money right now. This guy, you know your job. You're increasing that reserve because this looks like a decent place where we're not going to get hit a lot. Let's just use the most of our turn. A graveyard. We're going to kill this ancient temple. We might convert a couple troops. Nope, he won't. So Templars are just going to get thunked. They'll do some damage to our wood golems, but we thunk through them pretty heftily because we got some big old strong attacks. Soft guy will not hit them whatsoever. They essentially have 6 armor to him. But we'll take the ancient temple. A senator was killed by a Burgmeister. Hoburg's rising up. We do okay versus the Hoburgs, not with our animated tools and things like that, but our animated dancing stuff. God, where's our Enchanter? You can see this does no effect. We need a magic library. We need to get this. I'm worried there's something invisible here. Magic libraries increase our ability to get enchanters. Dogs of gold and silver, no. We're going for something specific here. Because I want to show it before we move out here. We should also probably take that graveyard. Oh my god, it's going to take forever. Don't worry, we'll talk about these. Oh, here it is. The Juggernaut. This is going to get rid of our ancient temple, but I want to show it off. Oh god. There's other units we could get there, by the way. I'm just not doing it right now. There's, it's called Enliven Statue. It means that we get these little statues. I don't think they're that good. And they have a chance to destroy the temple. I'd rather just do the Juggernaut and not risk it. Oh my goodness. Beautiful thing. Okay, let's talk about the Juggernaut. It has 142 HP. 9 magic resistance, 3 armor, 99 morale. It ranks towards the front. It has fire resistance, cold resistance, 50. It has 100 poison resistance, sleep immunity, charm immunity, never heals, pierce resistance, slash resistance, awe 1, which means they have to pass a morale test to attack it. Mindless, of course. Lifeless, trample of 6. Which is an insane it tramples like it just kills things. It will kill tiny Hobergs like crazy. Oh my goodness. It's giant sized. It's an amphibian, so it can go in water. It's slow. It's stupid, so we can't control it, but you'll see what it does. It projects lightning, strikes anywhere, burst 1. Magic, of course. We'll watch this thing wander. This will be funny, is all I'll say. I'm almost doing it just for the funniness of it, but it's a good thing to have. And it will go explore around here and do things for us. It's moved into the woods. It's going to trample some boars. You can see it's doing its damage. Oof. Took 1 damage. You don't want it to get hit. But it's the reality of it. It's attracting flagellates, is what it does, which is kind of funny. It's not insane, but it's insane in the fun of it. Thematically, I love this. Dona, the Juggernaut. If you guys have another name suggestion, if he survives this episode, let me know. Let me know. One thing we might want to do is go increase our gold gain and our coal mine stuff down here with this guy. Infrastructure Billy over here. We have some cheaper spearmen. We'll save our money for now. Hans is maybe going to move north and take that port, or try and take that magic library and get some archers in his cadre. Just not getting the commanders we need. Okay, this is a decent map here so far. Our Juggernaut might go take this. The witch is going to have trouble against the Juggernaut. She doesn't have anything to deal with that either. It might die against her army, though. She's going to have some big armies by now. We're going to continue to animate tools and start getting our gold gain really up. This isn't going to give us any production, which is unfortunate, but hey, we'll take some extra gold for production right now. We're going to get our gold reserves really packing so that when we start getting access to more enchanters and things, we're going to be bumping. We actually just didn't do it that turn. Winter's here. I usually get way more enchanters by now. Even without a magic library, I've had better luck, but it's not the cards. We'll keep going with our wooden golems, building them up to fight the witch. We want to get a nice thick line. We are attacking some knights. He's going to take a couple hits, but ultimately destroy them. The funny thing about the Juggernaut is eventually he'll have just a big army of flagellates with him that it's going to be less damage against him, and he's really going to do some stuff, although he'll run into the back lines and get himself maybe in a little bit of trouble. Let's not forget this guy. You're going to keep building us up gold so that we can start building our Enchanter army. One of the things about the Enchanter is that he has a tendency to start to snowball at a certain point, and we're hitting a point where we're going to be balling super hard because we can upgrade infrastructure. We're in a relatively safe place. Oh, we just got another Enchanter's Apprentice. We could recruit him back here. We don't really need him back there as much as we could use him over here. And he could start doing things. Please come up with new names for these guys. I don't like their names. I don't like it. Oh, animate tools. Okay, you can animate that, and that'll be the last tools we animate there. Now we're going to start doing some flesh golems. Then we can get someone as a dedicated grafter or something, perhaps, in the future here. Could be one of our options. We have plenty of options. Attacking this would be a little tough still. Get some more archers. Just a thunk against the crossbowmen. A necromancer was eliminated. Sad for him. We can finally grab our scouts and be smart about our fighting here. Don't want to be too silly. Okay, Lakio, you can continue to do this. Animate your golems. Chill out here. What do? You will animate some armor. Get him just a little thunk squad so he's safe down here. Is that a man flayer? That's unacceptable. What is our Juggernaut doing? Oh, he's gone down here. Building up a giant army of flagellates. Not a man-flayer. Okay. Whew. Scared me for a second. Okay. Now. Not done. I'm a little scared of the Creeping Doom. Because again, we do not have the things to deal with him. We don't have a magic attack. Which he could wipe our entire stack, potentially. But we're going to kill this swamp. Okay. Ooh, he didn't attack us. Okay, now we're going to make a Clay Golem. Clay Golems, let's talk about them. They have 68 HP, 6 magic resistance, 1 armor. They rank towards the front. They have poison, sleep immunity, charm immunity. They have regeneration. They'll usually get like 4 or so hit points per turn back, which makes them good. They're good. With buffs, they're better. You want things like Fire Shield to put on them, in my personal opinion. Let's keep doing flesh golems while I can afford them. Oh, no more corpses. That's how you know it's done. They're done cooking. Okay, now Lachio, my friend, will go do some animating tools on this coal mine. Maybe he'll be upgraded by then and we can get him a clay golem down there. That could be an option. How you doing? We don't want doppelgangers. Those are actually pretty scary. That means we need to employ dummy commanders if that happens. The Voices of El was killed by the Burgymeister. One of our iron mines is being attacked. You can see how they do against snakes. Now I said they could kill a couple serpents, I think, earlier. Did I say that? And kill some animals. Oh god, there's a kraken. There's 2 kraken. Ooh, what do you have? Ah. Okay, well, hold on. Hold on a second. We need to go back. Go back. You're gonna upgrade yourself. Indomitability. Ooh, that's all those resistances. And you have luck? We're going to graph these golems before we go down there, which is going to cost a bit of money to try and get there, but that's okay. This guy's just going to keep animating armor. We're going to get a nice suit of armor ready to go fight people. That will be appropriate. Just deathly scared of this magic library for some reason. I want to get out of here, but it costs a lot of action points to... Ooh, another Enchanter. Costs a lot of action points to get the clay golem. It costs 50 gold and 50 production, 4 action points, and we're already in a swamp. I think it's time to deal with this. We have a nice front line that's pierce resistant. These guys are going to do a little bit of damage. Meanwhile, we're going to do enchanted sleep and things like that. Their caster's not too difficult, unless they have someone with an invisibility cloak, which has happened to me before, or something like it, or we'll be okay. Oh, we got iron grafting immediately, which doesn't cost any AP besides the 1. No extra AP, and it means that these guys now have 2 armor and extra damage that isn't soft, and 2 attacks with their little iron claws. Oh, is that good? I don't think they get any more... Well, they do get more HP as well, and more strength. Ooh, that's juicy. Very juicy, very in line with your production you're going to build a lot of. So your little iron grafted guys can get really, really bothersome to the enemy. Okay. We're going to take the magic library, make that a thing. No invisibility cloak. Curse of the Frog Prince. Oh no! That could affect some of our golems. But she's asleep. Okay, just don't hit her with an arrow that doesn't kill her. Most of our guys are asleep too. A lot of our archers are asleep right now. But we're fine. We have big, clunky units. Might lose a couple flesh golems. Some archers. Oh, they're healing. She's awake. She got hit with a debilitating wound. She's still casting sleep. She sleeped our Enchanter. It's not the biggest deal. He's already cast a lot of his buffs. Come on, hit her with an arrow. Get her. You're all next to her. She did that to an archer. Can that actually affect our golems? Oh, no, they're lifeless! Okay, I actually didn't know that about Curse of the Frog Prince. If someone has typed that out in the comments, don't worry, I figured it out on my own. I was wondering why she didn't target them. That is why. So very scary versus trolls, but not scary versus our golems. Well, that isn't something that I learned today, because I had not remembered, at least, that spell was not affecting non-lifeless units. I guess it makes sense given that it's Curse of the Frog Prince and like the story behind that generally has to do with turning men, not inanimate objects. But you can see this guy's taking a wound, but what's great is he'll regenerate that and fix it. So no chest wound for him. And that was pretty clean. We got a Seeing Stone, and we have a magic library now. We saw what was maybe a demonologist or something down here. I actually didn't catch a good glimpse of it. This guy has a... Dana, the Juggernaut, has a whole army of devoted followers. This is wonderful. This is why I wanted to do it, because it's so funny. If he can actually get off the ground, he'll be actually pretty threatening. Which is just hilarious to me. An Iron Graft, and then we're going to go get our coal mine back. Maybe kill a Kraken. See what happens. Okay. Did we miss an Enchanter recruitment? I think we did. One thing I want to do is get this guy some better spells. Venom Ward. Blah. We already have poison resistance. That is one of the weirdest spells to put on this guy. I guess if you have human troops, it's good. Oh dear God. This is a madman, but these are low damage except for the crossbows, so he might be good. His devoted followers will die. But Dana has decided this fortified Hoburg is going to be the Enchanters. He'll trample right over him. He'll take some damage here, but he might be okay. He's gonna trample a lot of Hoburgs today. Oh, he's taking some hits. Dana, why have you attacked this? It's the trouble with stupid units. They'll make some strange decisions. He's winning, but he needs to go kill these archer lines. He's got his lightning going down. Oh no, he took a wound. Chest wound. If you can get a regenerating item on this guy, he's very hard to kill. Okay. So he took some HP, which sucks because he never heals. But he got us a fortified Hoburg. Which we could start to protect, potentially. So we'll give it some slingers. We'll try and keep this place if we can. There's a lot of enemies near it. I don't think we'll be able to. Personally, I don't think that's going to happen. Which means we can't get more spells here. That's okay. I want to get... God, what are we going to do? We're actually in a fortified place. But we didn't get what we needed there. We can do iron grafting. That's what we'll do. On our 2 remaining guys there. This dude can move out now. Missing some of the slashy guys that have been spawning there, but we'll go take this. We'll get some stuff on it. We'll try and kill those Krakens if we can. I doubt it, though. I love we have the Seeing Stone. It means we have Farsight and a Spirit Sight, which means we can see invisible units. Which I think usually we don't see doppelgangers, but that Spirit Sight might see it, or maybe Acute Senses. So we do see some Anakites, meaning the High Priestess is over here, and the Demonologist, interestingly enough. We're going to continue to expend gold to try and keep this place safe. A strange portal. Hopefully our friend doesn't run to the void. That would be sad. Sad end to him. They are currently in the sea, so we cannot attack them. I don't want to animate the tools and then lose them. That would make me very sad. We could just try and create a stone golem down here. It's a little out of the way and kind of vulnerable to getting these Krakens attack it if we don't take care of them. Letting our guy rest for a second. Oh, this is interesting. Is Flame Burst? The walls are low, so they're going to really clunk. So we're losing this. It's too bad. It's just a waste of 100 gold, but hey, it works. We've weakened the Hoburg and let the Demonologist continue, which isn't my favorite thing to do. Ooh! We don't have the money for this. We need lots more money. We have a lot of production, but not enough money. Ooh, the Krakens are here. We will go kill the Krakens while we can, and we can get some more clay golems, potentially. I mean, hell. We need money. So why not use our main guy to animate some tools? Start getting that online. I want you to start doing something else, I think. I know this is what I wanted. Okay, there are spears. We'll do that next turn, probably. Kind of wanted swords. Our friend is attacking another base. This is not going to go well. He's going to lose more HP. He might win still. Our crazy-ass Juggernaut. You can see strategic value might be a little less than you might want. But in terms of funniness, it's great, and it will tear apart the enemy. Unfortunately, it's run across the map and decided our enemy is far from us, which is not true. This guy's going to buff up with Indomitability. These guys are going to be basically all resistant to these attacks. Down here, they're not, but these guys will tear apart these Krakens. I love these flesh golems. And we got the Gem of Concentration, which might have some future uses, guys. We'll have to see. Ooh, an Earth Pit. Now these guys have a high tendency to kill casters, which scares me. We do see there's an empty Colossal base. I'm going to hope that the Priest King activated that and it was lost by him, and there's not someone else down here who did that. That would make me sad. Okay. We'll do bows, actually. We could use some archers. So we'll start that guy cranking out archers every turn. Need money. Need the moolah. Which means we should go take this port. Unless they have a hidden doppelganger. Should be pretty trivial. The Burgomeister was killed by the High Priestess. Looks like we carried them to their graves. We'll leave that with the one. Oh, I want to go get the Ice Golem. But we can't afford it. I don't believe. Yeah, we need 50 gold, so we couldn't even afford it if we were there. Ooh! Ooh, money. I like money. Let's go get ourselves some money. I'm thinking there was a little Hoburg down here, and we got another base. And a graveyard, which, you know, it's a graveyard. That's what it is, descriptively. Okay, let's take this port. Let's take Missport. I'm not too afraid of it. I don't think any of these guys are doppelgangers. Nope. This has become relatively trivial. Unless we get an unlucky archer shot. Some of our archers could still get hit by their poison arrows, but all this stuff is poison immune up here, which means they're weak. They're worse than our archers as well, because we have a strength bonus. Oh no! Scouty McGee got hit. Is he gonna die? He is certainly dead. He got poisoned quite a bit. So we have to go get our scout again or recruit another one. So a scout and an archer was lost. Very sad. But we have gotten more money. Which is what we're looking for right now, is money. Will these pirates take the Hoburg? I actually don't know. We're gonna come get this place together. We actually have some money now. I think a clay golem is one of the things I want to do. I want nice golem, but the season has changed. Boop, boop. Okay, our Juggernaut is continuing to sit around here. I don't agree with our Juggernaut's decision-making. He's doing some funny stuff. He's built up another horde of followers. He might go attack the Ballista. At least he's causing attrition to future potential enemies, maybe. Oh, this is juicy. I'm glad we came down here. Although the pirates are probably going to make their way to one of these ports soon. We do have one port that has animated bows. We will create that clay golem. Increasing our cadre. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I choose how to pronounce my words. What's nice about this Juggernaut is while these guys are distracted fighting each other, I would have loved to see that fight. He can go take things and get us more money. So that's nice of him. I want this castle, but I also I'm petrified of that pyromancer because we have so many wood golems. Oh, there's some brigands. One thing, we don't really need our scout anymore, I guess, because we do have Spirit Sight and Farsight. Probably okay. We are probably okie dokie. Oh my god! How did these Hoburg... What is this? This is the weird... This is like that demonologist thing where we saw one little tiny connection and it spirals like this. You'll get some funny maps. You will. Absolutely get them. The demonologist has been killed by the high priestess. Not surprised. That fight looked kind of dumb. Looked like a bad fight to me. Well, we have another place to build things. I want flesh golems with grafting, so we're going to try and get him that. Meanwhile, we'll kill some brigands for the witch, help her out, while also harming her. We need to start getting her swamps and just eating them, which might stop us from getting an ice golem anytime soon. We could start trading. I don't think we need to right now. We're A-okay. We'll get ourselves a port, wondering how far this goes. Easy kills. Our Juggernaut has taken some stuff over here. Let's go wander. He's sitting on a coastal hamlet. He could go take this town. It's really hurt. Chest wound is actually one of the better wounds he could have taken, I think. Eh, maybe not. Maybe it's one of the worst. Okay, we're going to start stealing her swamps still, like we said. Flesh golems, this is what we want. We're gonna come up and graft them one of these days, or turn this guy into a grafter. Oh, shit. This is where the Priest King was. My goodness, how did he not do better? I guess maybe he was fighting the Hoburgs and was really rough, but why did he... You know, you could turtle here for a little bit as the Priest King and build up some units. Expanding towards us at all, it was a bad idea. Not a good play, my friend. Not a good play. How many factions are left? Oh, dear God. Well, most of the factions are gone. Looks like we'll be fighting the Ballista and the Witch and Gold Kopf. Hopefully they'll be pretty strong by the time we see them, although we have a Juggernaut who has stilled on this hamlet for a while. Curious what his thought process is there. We'll create some archers here. You can continue the flesh golems. Clay golem up here now. That's nice. Oh dear God, he's fighting the ballista. Well, this is probably the end of the episode after this. We'll probably lose Duna, so hopefully you didn't suggest a name already. Poor guy. I don't think he could survive this. Crazy SOB. I think he's getting attacked. Yep. He'll cause some minor damage. If he could get back here, oh my God. Come on. Trample. Trample all the little bugs. You'll be the bug squisher forever. That was your holy duty. Oh yeah, squish those bugs. Stomp on them. They can't get him. His armor's too good. And Aw's difficult for any of these things to fight against. Oh my God, he's doing it. He's squishing all the bugs. They have no HP. They're doing little one damage. Oh no, he's webbed. Oh no. The chest wound reduced his strength. Okay, he got out. Poor guy. Keeps getting webbed. He's got 17 HP left. He's not long for this world. He did better than I expected. He tramples. I kind of was hoping he would trample on one of them at some point, but it doesn't look like he's gonna make it. He's got 7 HP left. He's got 5. Dana, no! Killed by a spear. Majibber. He did some damage. Would have been funny if he killed their caster, but we did not gain this region of the world, unfortunately. But that's okay. Oh, that was fun. I love watching those things work. We'll run over some little long deads before we exit this area. I don't know what's over here. I don't particularly care. I want to get back up here. I want to go down that hole and do some other things. That sounded... I don't like how that sounded. I really don't. Alright. Boop, we'll upgrade this guy just for future iron grafts. Soldiers of Flame, I love. Especially against those hydras we're going to be fighting in the future. And he can do that. I think that's everyone. Oh, you have a movement. We'll kill some boars, why not? Staying away from that swamp for a second. I don't want to tempt fate. Well, maybe I do. Our archers and stuff are going to line back far enough. I think we'll be mostly fine. Yeah, we should be fine taking this. Then we get another not coal, I keep saying, clay golem. All these elements are, not elements, minerals? No, clay isn't a mineral. All these materials boggle my mind and I mix them up. Okay, I got some strength going down with Herculean soldiers. All this stuff is poison immune. A little frog might run up and die. Our frog archer who has Herculean strength. Wild, dude. Absolutely wild. Okay. Pretty clean except for these dum-dums down here. So we lost 2 archers. Our little frog has survived. Oh no! The Creeping Doom has attacked the coal mine. Well, this is funny. I think the Creeping Doom actually loses because he can't fight this. And he attacked. If we had attacked it, we'd be in trouble. I actually didn't think about that. It would probably get stuck on a wood golem if we had fought it and it would lose. I'm pretty sure... Oh no, we lost. How did... What? I don't understand. Maybe if we had gone the whole thing without auto-resolve, like going... I don't particularly understand how it lost HP. It can't be hurt by slash. All those weapons were only slash damage. It can't hurt the tool. I don't know. It's not a big deal. If anyone has any idea about that, let me know, but I'm just a little puzzled. Oh, we have no action points. We'll continue to build our fleshy little friends. Uh-oh. Something from the graveyard. Could be in a little pickle here. Looks like we'll be okay. Yeah, we'll be safe. The witch has returned. What level is she? 2. Got a big old army. Okay, friend, it's time to flee the port. Do not want to lose you to that. Let's build another clay golem and we might go fight the witch. We are going to be a little slow here. What was that? Nomad's hat. I actually don't know what that does. Let's take a looky-loo. Wait. Oh, there we go. Summons a wolf, plus 5 HP and cold... Not in love with it. We'll do a mimic. I want to show you guys the mimic. I don't think usually... If you get stuck in the middle of the map, these can be okay. Let's talk about what it does. It's got 24 HP, 6 magic resistance, 2 armor. It's invisible, it's stealthy, or sorry, it's invisible, it's cold resistance, poison resistance, sleep resistance. It's got piercing blunt resistance, mindless, slimy. This means it basically starts to get like, I think it's 10%? It's some percentage of missing every time you attack. It's an amphibian, don't know why it needs this tag. It's battle slow, and it's stationary, it has a bite. It can kill animals. Not much else it's gonna affect, but can kill animals. Okay, run all the way to the barbarian encampment. Get out of there. Now you get in there. Do we attack it in the base? I think we wait a little bit. One thing I want to do, we can do Dogs of Gold and Silver. Why not? Let's show it off. Our 2 pets. I actually love this spell. I believe it's new, if I'm not mistaken. And you get 2 dogs. You can see here it's 50 gold, 10 production and 3 action points. This is if you're really gold heavy. Generally, you can start doing this a lot because it's not very production heavy like your other stuff, which we aren't. But hey, why not? There's a swift dog and a stationary dog. The dog of gold has 17 HP, 6 magic resistance, 3 armor, acute senses. So it's gonna replace your scout, and it's gonna survive for a long time. It's got fire resistance, cold resistance, and shock resistance 50. Poison resistant. It's got all these tags that we talked about. It's fast, and it has a bite. But it stands closer to our creator and defends him. So if you think that you might get attacked from the rear for some particular reason, like shadow assassins, then you're going to want to maybe get some of these dogs of gold, and they'll hang out in the back with you and maybe protect or give your commander a little bit better chance of surviving. The dog of silver is just like very similar, except it runs towards the enemy, has less HP, generally has the same resistances here, I believe. Yeah. He's got 3 armor, 6 magic resistance too. He has a bite as well. You know, he's a little worse than the Dog of Gold, but hey, he'll go fight for you. And it's kind of a tiny troop. It's not that big of a deal, but it'll do some stuff. Now here's the question. Do we attack now? I think we have the troops for it. All their poison blast, I'm a little worried they'll get back in our lines and hit our Enchanter, which would be very sad to lose Hans the artist. But we're going to go for it, try and knock this witch down a peg. No more witchery in our lands. We can take this guy, try and get him some better spells. We might want to consider getting someone to level 3. Fortune. Ooh. That is something I will invest in. This guy has built up quite a bit of bows. I think we're going to switch him over. He is going to go grab us some flesh golems. Well, he can. We could try and get flesh golems down here. I'm not too concerned about it. We'll build some slingers here just to make sure we hold on to the place. And this guy will go grab all those bows. To watch this. They have these guys, but I don't know if... I think magic damage will hit them, yeah, but... Because they don't do life drain. Looks like they're resisting. Some physical damage on our golems is okay. We got our big clay guys in the middle, really holding the line. Charm, Poison Mist, and Poison Resistance. Not the spells you want against this army. Could get a charm against some of our backline stuff. I think we'll be mostly okay. We have all the frogs sleeping, which is kind of messing up their lines, I think. You can see they're trying to poison blast us, because that's really their only option until we get up to them. 11 damage on a bog beast. It's absolutely brutal. I think we might have lost a wood golem up here. Or maybe just some regular troops. Have some of our iron grafted friends coming up. Gonna nail him. Oh no! Okay, that's a big poison spray in the back line. That's unfortunate. Our Enchanter's poisoned and dead. Oh no! We lost him! That's okay. Hans the artist will have died creating marvelous art to fight this witch. Oh, and he had Venom Ward. We should have put that on. That's our mistake. Silly reason to lose him. He would have Venom Warded himself, probably. Could have kept him alive. If your ranks are thicker, you don't have to worry about that. Poison Mist is actually one of the higher range spells. I didn't think they would have. Or I was hoping they wouldn't have. He wouldn't have actually probably gotten hit by Venom. They might have been spaced out and not as likely to hit him. But them's the works. It is more my fault than the witches or the games. So we accept it, and we accept Hans has gone. So now the Enchanter Council can rise in its place, and I like that story a lot more. So they are a building council dedicated to making homeowners in Elysium absolutely boggled because they have to have certain requirements of land usage and things like that. They have to keep their lawn at a certain height. Otherwise, some iron-grafted golems with the little Enchanter will show up and be like, "Hey, have you mowed your lawn to the specifications?" I hope you guys enjoy me making a little fun of homeowner associations. I hope that doesn't hurt any feels for those who are in charge of homeowner associations. Oh, goodness. I hate not building another Enchanter, and we do see a place where we could use a commander to go grab this. And then he could do something. I don't know what he's going to do yet. He could just chill there for a while. Gonna fortune some flesh golems. Nice thing is these guys are all gonna heal. Unless they die, which some of them are getting burnt. How are they getting burnt? How the... What? Okay, that was a really inane... Did they have fire? How did we fire attack our own guys? Well, no, this is a bad name. Andros from Star Fox will go grab this. I know I said it was going to be the end a while ago, but it wasn't. It is now, though, because we're done for this one. And we're gonna go with another save. Enchanter. Do not save over, please, and thank you. Thank yous. Guys, thank you for watching and joining me on another journey here. I'm glad to be back after a slight illness there. Pretty high fever. But, yeah, thank you for watching. Go check out all the other stuff on the channel, of course. D&D shorts. Hopefully we'll come back with some of those in a little bit. Ooh, excuse me. We've been focusing on some other stuff on the channel right now, like Conquest. If you want to see more, like, comment, subscribe, all that business. And thanks for increasingly being a part of the channel and being so cool. 90% positive comments, some slight be like, this is actually how it was, and things like that, which I appreciate. I love learning more about the game when I get advice, or if I miss something, I always like to know when I did, so hopefully I don't make that mistake in the future, although I very well might. So thanks for all those comments. Have a good day or two, depending on how real life goes. You'll see a video here or there, so like, yeah. See you next time, folks. Have a good one.